CEO and sole proprietor of doingtoomuch.com. I don't like it. I don't like it. Y'all ever experienced secondhand embarrassment? That's when somebody, not you, does something that's wild out of pocket or so out of pocket that you feel embarrassed for them all the way, from the other side of the room or from across the street or whatever, just from watching it. What about if what you watching is on TV or on YouTube or something like that? Is that third hand embarrassment? Is that embarrassment to the third power? Something like that? Fifth power? I'm talking about Adrien Broner, in case you can tell from the title. I watched the clip with him on the It Is What It Is show with Cam and Mace and Stat Baby. There was another young lady too. I think she was like, she was tuning in via satellite or whatever. Picture in picture, type of virtual, Zoomy, Skypey. So I'm watching it and, well, I don't see the whole interview. It's just a clip floating around with Adrien Broner. Mind you, he didn't really look like himself. I didn't recognize him from the phone because I ain't got my glasses on. I broke my glasses. Yeah, I'm looking at him it don't even look like Adrien Broner. I mean, he always had it. I'm used to seeing him with a beard at this point and all of that, but his beard is, his beard is bigger, it's grayer, it's unkept. But, in the clip, he's just flirting with Stat Baby. And this, I don't even know if you could call that flirting. He's just like, I guess it's flirting. I feel like flirting is a little bit slicker than that. Like, he was just like, what do you call it? They call it ogling. He was, I don't know, but he was doing so much that I was cringing. CEO and sole proprietor of doingtoomuch.com. It was cringeworthy. He's just overdoing it. I've seen flirting go on in like interviews and all of that where it wasn't that overt. It wasn't that uncomfortable. It happens. But that was whoa. And Cam tried to warn him. He didn't try to warn him. He did warn him. It wasn't even a warning. He told him to chill out. Like, yo, you gotta chill. He's like, yo, her boyfriend is here. That's the problem with show business. Nobody ever, well, not nobody ever, but most people don't promote the fact that they have a significant other. And even if they do talk about it, they don't have them. You don't never see them unless they're another celebrity. But that shouldn't be a problem. A nigga should be able to control himself. I mean, he shot his shot. It's all good. Whether it was cringy to me or not isn't important. When Cam told him what it was, then he should have, he should have fell back from that point on. But, it seemed like son was maybe intoxicated or whatever. You know what I mean? I was watching Chicks Move, salute to him, but they said maybe son was drunk or maybe high on something else. And I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't cool. He was extremely remorseful. Cam warned him the first time, and I don't know how much time elapsed between that, the time Cam warned him or told him to stop it, and when he eventually did it again. But the way it's clipped up online, it's like it happened immediately. And Cam had to ask him to leave. He politely asked him to leave. You know what I mean? He's like, I ain't gonna do it again. It's too late. I told you. His boyfriend is in here. Pause. He got up, took this earpiece out, said, I will pay you for your time and all that. You can wait for us outside, but it is what it is. Pun intended. And I appreciate that. I do. I really do. I actually appreciate that, because as men, we don't realize what women go through, because we don't usually, we don't experience it at that level. I mean, like, to a certain extent, like when you like, as a rapper, Cam and Mace have probably done thousands of shows, right? So when you go to a show, at a hip hop concert, you may have a lot of women screaming your name or trying to get at you, depending on what realm of hip hop you are in. The realm of hip hop that Cam and Mace were in when they was rapping, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of women, right? So you learn you get used to it. I'm not saying that, but I don't know what the boxing fan or fandom or groupie situation is like, but I know they are a lot more contained. You know, when they at the event, the actual fighting event, you know what I'm saying? It's like the fans don't get to touch them. You understand what I'm saying? They don't get to touch the fans. They come, you know, they walk from that, you know, from the dressing room. They walk out. They got an army of security, trainers, probably a rapper rapping, whatever. But the fans can't touch them. They get in the ring and they punch until it's over. No fan interaction. You know, their only interaction is at, like, you know, whatever, what do you, like, promotional events and all of that. And I don't know how much they interact with fans then. You know what I mean? When they you know, they want to enjoy their celebrity in regards to the opposite sex, they probably got to go out on their own mission. You know what I'm saying? Go out to a club with they, you know, not by themselves, but with their friends, their friend group. You know, enjoy it that way and touch the people. But I know from the rap side of celebrity, it becomes a certain amount of normal attention from women. And you don't, or being around women, not even the attention from them, but just the way you approach them, you develop a certain, you develop a certain style when it comes to that. You know, a certain energy, a certain flow when it comes to that. You ain't all thirsty. There, I said it. You know, you got some rappers who are over the top, but most of us, we'll look at that and be like, whoa, you're doing too much. Understand? You're gonna scare the girl away. Now, when said girl is my little sister, like I just now posted a birthday post to my little sister, right? My actual sister. And it's a fan, you know, somebody in the comments talking about how beautiful. He basically was Adrien Broner in it. I deleted that shit. She not even going to see that. Cause nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Excuse me, I'm in Brownsville. Cause I see what you doing. You understand what I'm saying? I see. We all see nah, delete. Cam told him you can wait for us outside and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta go. I'm gonna pay you for your time. Cam pulled out his bag, and when nobody saw, you know, we don't know how much he paid him and all of that, but we seen him go in the bag, walked over to him, gave him the bread, gave him the hug. You know what I'm saying? It's like, now you gotta leave. You know what's interesting? When we finally saw at the point when Cam walked over to he was, you know, when he's hugging him, gave him his money, when they was escorting AB out, the height difference kind of took me by surprise. Pause. Like, Cam ain't short. Like, I've met Cam. He's not short, but he's not tall. About 5'11", 6 feet, right? But Adrien Broner, like, you know, like, I didn't realize he was that short. You know what I'm saying? Like, box a lot of the, you know, the lightweight featherweights or the welterweights and all of them, like, you know, I don't know a lot of them, so I don't realize how, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know Danny Jacobs ain't short, and this is no disrespect to short people. Pause. So interview about to come out on the Don't Quote Me podcast, where I was telling a couple of stories and they involve my friends, and a lot of my friends are short, so I love them to death. This is not a shot. But I was surprised when I seen the height difference. It's like, damn, these niggas really be small. Word. I mean, like, I know Zab is short for the most part, but I don't know. Anyway, we gotta do better. This ain't the time to be doing this, AB. I'm just saying, this is my advice, you know, to anybody out there. Like, this ain't the time to be making a woman feel uncomfortable with your affection or your uninvited affections or compliments or appraisal, praise. Yeah, all of that. This is rough. And I don't know if there ever was a time for it. But right now, definitely ain't the time, B. You look, it looks crazy. Sirens is crazy out here. Salute to, sidebar, Terrence Bud Crawford for clipping Canelo's wings. I appreciate that. It's a big moment for boxing. It's a big moment for black boxers. Dare I say it? Like even I was nervous for Bud because Canelo he ain't he ain't nothing to sneeze at. Even I was nervous for Bud. I say that with limited knowledge of the actual, the sport of boxing. Like I love it, but it's not like, how you might, you love your girlfriend, she be like, you don't even know me. That's me. Like I love boxing, but I don't know a lot about it. But at such a big moment in boxing, it makes sense that AB is running around doing interviews. He might be trying to get back on his good foot or something. I don't know. Right? But you can't do that in the process. You gotta be on your, when you a celebrity, when people already know your name, a lot of doing the right thing for you is just not doing too much. That makes sense? When people already want you, when you already have value, when people value what you bring to the table to the point that they invite you to their table, the best thing you can do is not do too much. Unless you are very good at doing a lot, and I don't know if that's true. You got some people who are over the top and they very good at it. Like Roy Jones he was a showboat in his fights. His trash talk was, I don't know what y'all think about somebody like Roy Jones. I feel like Roy Jones had he had one of the most showboatiest knuckle game, you know what I'm saying? But he was dominant, he didn't start losing till the end. What is Adrien Broner's fight record really like? Let's look. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak ignorantly when I have the means to fact check. Okay, so Wikipedia says he has 41 fights, 35 wins. That's good, right? He ain't no lame. He got 24 of those wins were by knockouts. Right? He's got one draw. He's got a no contest, 5 losses. So let me just say this: I haven't seen his greatness. Right? What I mostly see from him is his antics, and I've seen his losses. Anyway, it's kind of in his nature to be over the top. I don't know his record is pretty good, but I don't know how well that works for him. Anyway, just words to the wise. Do it a lot of times, less is more. Something we all have to remember at times. I know I do too. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you're trying to be a taxpayer, citizen of the nation, y'all know all the rules. Monster, not monster. It's an A, not an ER. Helter Skelter, not Helter Skelter. It's an AH, not ERs. It's ROCK, not ROC. And most importantly, it's BCC, not BBC. Pause. Pause protesters, get your ass out of here. Rest of y'all.
Welcome to the nation. I am your host, your president, your tour guide, Mr. Monster Man Rocco. I'm the landlord, the owner, tenant, the janitor. I mops the damn floor. Let's go. I'm one of the realest you ever gon' see. I ain't come here to lie to you. Niggas done with a lie to you. I get Beanie Siegel's first album, or Paul Pierce even, they are the truth. I'm sick and tired of you comical when I'm not in the mood for jokes. You are not a goon, not a shooter or a rider. You shoot off your mouth and you be riding dudes, cock for loot, dude, that's a prostitute.